Chelsea 2, Wolves 4. Fantastic afternoon for the Wolves. Really, really positive performance. 3 points again on the board. It was going to be a tough set of fixtures going into the next two. Obviously, Manchester United and Chelsea. And I think 3 points out of the two of them, even I would have been happy with 4, obviously, but always going to be difficult. But 3 points out of the two of them isn't too bad. And the level of performances in both games have been okay. I mean, the United game, first 45 minutes, really, really disappointed, but improved a lot in the second half. And today, I think all throughout the game, Wolves did well. Defensively, I think for both goals we conceded, we could have been better. But in terms of, luck was on our side throughout the afternoon. But in terms of intensity and quality of performance going forward, I thought Wolves did more than enough. Starting lineup was as I predicted on the preview. With Aït-Nouri, João Gomez and Pablo Sarabia are all coming back in. And I think it showed the quality that the likes of Aït-Nouri and the likes of João Gomez bring into this team. Tommy Doyle's been fantastic for Wolves, but I think against these bigger teams, Chelsea, I know they're not doing brilliantly, they've still got very talented footballers, a very good midfield. I think João Gomez, again, in his defensive work, broke down a lot of the attacks for Chelsea, and it made things tick for us. But, we went 1-0 down. Cole Palmer putting it in. He's having a great season for Chelsea. I think Wolves should have done a little bit better. I think Totti's probably sitting a little bit too high at that point. It's a really nice ball in behind, and it's a good finish by Cole Palmer. And it was crucial, for Wolves to get back into the game as soon as they could, really, and they did. Instant response almost. Took a wicked deflection, but it was a goal for Matheus Cunha. It did go down as his goal as well. But yeah, shot towards goal, huge deflection. Completely wrong foots the goalkeeper and gets us into the game. And then before half-time, similar sort of thing in the end. Aït-Nouri, good play by Neto, finds Aït-Nouri, again a massive deflection and ends up going into the back of the net and giving us the lead at half-time. So, throughout, I think things are starting to swing our way a little bit in regards to luck and so on, because we've had a lot of bad luck in the first half of the season. Much better this part, since probably around Christmas. Things are falling in our favour a lot more, but you got to make your own luck sometimes. And Wolves got themselves in some top positions and deserve to go into the break ahead, I think. Second half was going to be interesting because, to sit, you're away from home. Chelsea were unbeaten in 10 before today at home. And Wolves, we haven't really seen it under Gary O'Neill. A lot of previous Wolves managers, I mentioned this a few weeks ago, would sit on that lead, would stink the place out for the second half. And we don't see that with Gary O'Neill. Went 3-1 up. Matheus Cunha again scoring a goal. Brilliant work from Neto down the right hand side. Puts it on a plate for Cunha. A gorgeous finish once again. And then we make it 4-1 through the penalty against Stonewall penalty. Cunha, brilliant work. And I thought with him already having 2 goals, he had to take the penalty to get the hat trick, and it's fantastic to see him do so. Probably first Wolves player to get a hat trick since Jota, maybe. I'd assume in the Europa League. If I'm wrong, do correct me, please. But a really, really top performance. Obviously, unfortunately, we conceded towards the end. Again, disappointed. I think to give Thiago Silva that much space at the near post was disappointing. I think Sarr's movement probably on the line could have been a bit better, but I don't want to be too picky because I thought the level of performance and the Wolves were really professional throughout the second half as well. Fully deserved 3 points. And it's great, good for the goal difference as well. Our goals, for a team that really, really struggled to find the back of the net over the last few last few seasons, sorry. It's an amazing transformation. I think Gary O'Neill does not, he deserves a lot more credit for the way that he's got Wolves scoring goals. We scored 7 in our last 2, and those were against Manchester United and Chelsea. So really, really good. Puts us into the top half of the table, above Chelsea, which is great. A nice little nudge, no longer in minus goal difference as well. We're back to sort of 0, back to neutral grounds now, and we can move on. And I think next week we've got Brentford, which again I feel we've got the better of them over the last couple of months. It's a winnable game for Wolves, and we can push on now. If we get a nice little run of results going, start putting pressure on those teams in 6th, 7th, 8th. And who knows, we may need to get our passports renewed and ready for a European journey next season. But look, a long way to go. But a lot of positives from today's result. Great for Cunha. I think he was phenomenal again today. And I know there were some question marks over the fee that we paid for him last year, but really, really kicking on this season. And for him to bag a hat-trick is unbelievable. But fully deserved 3 points to Wolves. Guys, if you managed to catch the game, please do let me know your thoughts on today's match. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all very, very soon.